Hi everybody, I'm Jean Mortlock. I live in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm 36 years old and I work in advertising. The longest distance I've ever paddled is the 11 cities, which I did last year, the same year that I started paddling actually. So that was pretty brave to pick up a paddle in, I think, January or February, and then within a few months I was all of a sudden in Holland paddling for a very far distance. I also recently just finished a paddle called the Ultra Paddle, which is 240 kilometers, but that was over 3 weeks in the month of July. And I realized it's way easier and better just to paddle, and get it over and done with than to really drag it out and have to do 10, 20, 30 Ks a day over a longer period of time. It's just not great on the body. Which is really, it's sore. It's very mentally draining at the same time. The toughest route, I don't think it's the route, I think it's the weather. And that day one of 11 cities last year, so 2019, was brutal. It was honestly brutal. Probably one of the worst days of my life. But we laugh about it now, so that's okay. What does paddling give to me? Definitely a sense of adventure. I can go places, combining exercise and people, and it's obviously a form of meditation. It's very calming because you're on the water and you're outdoors. So basically, it's just like this little love bubble of everything in life that just is fantastic all into one, on a board. And what will I always remember in paddling? There was a race I did last year called the Push and Pull, and I decided, not very cleverly, to do this race on a Mistral down a pumping, really fast-flowing river called the Berg River here in SA, and I was cruising, and then all of a sudden there were two tree stumps, which I didn't navigate very well through, and my board turned and I landed up down the river, and because of the pressure of the water, my board splits in 3 different places. So I learned a lot of respect for a river that day. And then obviously 11 cities in the Netherlands. I mean, what a beautiful race and event. It's just really phenomenal, the people, the energy, and it just makes you fall in love with the sport, and you just want to do so much more because of everything that is involved. And my favorite place to paddle, well, I don't have one, because every time I go paddling somewhere, I decide that's the best place ever. So I'll be like, whoa, this was phenomenal, this is my best place ever. And then I'll go somewhere else and I'll be like, this is amazing. So I can't say I have one particular place. I've paddled in quite a few different places around the world. Not always in a race, but maybe just more for socializing. But here in Cape Town, I have to say we're pretty privileged, because just right on our doorstep we can paddle and we can see dolphins and whales and beautiful mountains. And it's normally pretty warm. Well, the water's not. The water's freezing, but it's normally pretty sunny.